Okay. Okay, hello. I just realized I was talking, but I wasn't recording audio. I'm listening to this game right now. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's working. Okay. I hope the quality's alright. Okay, I'm turning down the fan so it's not obnoxious. Alright. Alright, so I've been practicing like since this morning. Not all day, but I've been doing it a lot. This is a very fun fight. The problem is I want to challenge myself to not have to use this up thing. So that means I can't refill my health during the fight. Okay, yeah, so let me explain what I'm doing here. So basically, you want to copy his buster combo and you know, just blast him and then shoot him with a sword, because he has this mechanic where you can stagger him, and you really want to keep your distance because Omega is ferocious. Like, he doesn't understand what personal space is, and you need him to go away. So, yeah. And so, yeah, that's about every average fight. Like, I can get him down to this last bar of health, and then I eventually die. But that's the gist of it. It's kind of hard multitasking because I'm trying to make sure my stream sounds alright. Okay, yeah, it sounds alright. Okay, yeah. So, anyways, this move right here, the spinning slash in midair, you have to press up and then the attack button in midair. It's a very good move. It's useful throughout the entire game, really. But you want to use it when the target is in midair, so because the thing about it is that it ignores invincibility frames, and so when Omega's flashing because I hit him, so he temporarily doesn't take damage. It's the same with the player. But the thing is, there's hidden tech in the Zero games where you can hit someone with their invincibility frames and you'll still deal damage, as long as it's like within the same order of attacks, if that makes any sense. So this move right here works a lot because it hits the target multiple times before they get the invincibility frames, like right there. So that's like a sweet spot basically. But you have to do it in midair because that's when you can safely do it, and that's when you can actually hit them the most. As far as I know, you can't go in overdrive and then do that. You have to un-overdrive first, otherwise it doesn't work. I think it's because of the projectiles, because the projectiles get in the way, and that turns on his invincibility frames. I think that's why. Yeah, so yeah, that's about it every time, really. I can get him down to almost dead, but I don't kill him, and that's the problem. That's the problem. So I've just been trying to figure out what do I need to do to survive aside from getting good. Let me just share this on my main account. I don't have many followers there, but maybe someone will want to watch, I don't know. No idea really. But thanks for watching, for those of you who are watching. So yeah, you wanna keep your distance from him and try to stagger him when you can. He seems to have a cooldown on when he gets staggered, so you can't just keep staggering him. Moves I like to use is the Stone Crush. That's good for keeping distance if he gets like really close, but again, it doesn't work every time because he has a cooldown. Shooting him, you can even get staggered with like a regular pellet, which is pretty amusing to see. But it seems like if anything hits him when he's in a certain state, I'm not really sure. But yeah. Okay. Of course I could try to do this ZX, but that's even more difficult. I tried a couple times, but you'll typically want to charge your saber and then more so rely on this, but again, the fight can last forever that way, and Omega can heal himself, so it's not really reliable. And then of course you'd have to do it at some point before you can get Model X. HX is still MVP really, because you can use the air dash to evade his attacks, and the tornado that you can summon actually does a decent amount of damage to him. And he moves around a lot, so it's hard to keep dealing damage, but it does a surprising amount of work. Yeah, plus it staggers him. But again, it might not necessarily be worth using. I'd say you could switch to HX perhaps as a last resort, maybe to try to evade an attack. I'm not really too sure. FX is... oh, never mind, I died before I could show it, but... I don't think FX is really going to help you. Like, none of its attacks will really help you. One, because since he's always running towards you and FX is a ranged-based model, you won't really have room to actually, you know, use it. I mean, you could try to use some of the overdrive attacks, but yeah, that move it's okay. It's also like it's not exactly worth it. Yeah, charging also isn't worth it. Again, I'll land, so I'm not really sure, but again, like I feel like either ZX, HX, of course, if you don't have OX yet, and then OX, because they're versatile. You can, you know, you want to be able to melee and use range attacks. Because LX is entirely melee, and her melee isn't very good to begin with, so this makes it much harder. I mean, I guess you could. This kind of does something, right? Yeah, ice just landing on him. But it's also still not really worth it to me. I mean, I could see. Oh yeah, and PX. I found something interesting that I might be able to do with PX, but kind of unreliable. Let me try using the Leviathan real quick. Wait, I gotta charge it. I gotta go on overdrive. God. Yeah, that move right here. Is this even worth using? He's so fast. So like, yeah, this won't be worth using either. Yeah, not enough damage. So anyways, PX. Oh, never mind. PX has the unique distinction of being able to dash and stuff without taking damage, but you have to be in overdrive mode first. And that gave me an idea when I was experimenting. So I got his attacks down. He doesn't have a pattern, it's all random. But when he's doing the Buster Saber combo, like that, he stands completely still. And so that's the one time he's actually vulnerable to attacks. And so what I'm thinking is that, but the thing is, I have to be ready for it, and he's unpredictable, so it's really unreliable. But basically, he does the Saber combo, and I see him doing that, so I switch to PX, go in overdrive, dash past the stuff, go behind him, and then beat him up, do a combo. But that's really complicated. It's harder than it sounds, and it already sounds hard. But I'll see. I'll see if I can try to do it. If I see him doing it. Ow. That combo really hurts. The Rambo, that really hurts. It's guaranteed to kill you on hard mode because you don't have any extra health pickups. so that's fun. Ow. He can also spam the healing too if he feels like it. The only thing I know that he has a cooldown on is getting staggered. Everything else he just does whatever he wants, so yeah. It's pretty annoying. But this is actually a fun fight and I really like the character, so it doesn't bother me. Okay, so I want to see if he does that saber thing. Get over here. Do it. Do it. Yeah, so when I see him doing that, I switch to PX, going over. I got hit. See, the problem with overdrive is that you can't get hit. Yeah, so I see him doing that, I go into overdrive, dash past him. It just feels like it's too much work. It sounds cool in theory, and I'd like to try it, but I feel like it's too much work. Because all of his attacks are really just reactionary, so I can't just like predict or see that he's about to do that. Otherwise, it'd be more feasible, but because he just does whatever he wants, it's really impractical. Sounds cool though. Yeah, so I see him doing that. See, I still get hit midair. But while I'm in overdrive, my dash just can go through enemies. So I want to get behind him and then beat him up. But yeah, I don't know. That sounds like it'll probably be too much work. Yeah, it just sounds like it's too much work. So that's why I'm choosing to probably just stick with Model O actually. I wouldn't even bother with charge attacks, honestly. He'll attack you way too much for you to really take advantage. Really? Three in a row? Okay. See, he's completely random. Sometimes he'll heal himself like up to three times in a row. That happened once. Ow. But anyways, enough messing around. I'm actually gonna try that. I just wanted to explain what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do, and everything. Ah yes, competitive Splatoon. Ah yes. I love the game, but I hate the people that play it. It's just such a mess. I'm thinking about it. Since, you know, quarantines, I don't really have much else better to do. But, I don't know. I might look around. But, I don't know if they'll be worth it. I'd like to think it would be. But, I don't know. I'm just kind of discouraged. Yeah, you tried that. Yeah, he likes to spam that sometimes, which is very annoying. I feel like it's impossible not to take damage here, because you'll still probably take contact damage from touching him. Like, I hadn't looked it up to see if it's possible to beat this fight without taking damage, legitimately. But I'll be satisfied if I just don't use a sub-tank. Ow. Ow. But yeah, I can get close. But that'll only get me so far. That can only get me so far. Ow. The worst thing is like I can jump over that and I still take contact damage when I get stuck. I blame Cave Story for teaching me how to press buttons pretty quickly. That and fighting games. Yeah, twice in a row. Like, come on, man. 4 times in a row. Okay. Yeah. So y'all saw that. So that's why he's unpredictable. Ah. Yep. That sucks. It's weird he can just hop around so far. He's like a rabbit. I think I might just slowly stop talking so I can concentrate. Oh, I got stuck again. I mean, if this takes too long, I will just push doing something else. I just really like this boss fight. No. Well, like, I can get pretty close. But at some point, it will get to the... I don't want to have to use a sub tank. It's like, if I use a sub tank, then I know I'd win. And I've gotten used to his movements. Seriously, when he wants to hop over, it feels random. He just quickly makes space. Like, he quickly closes in on space. And I don't think there's a way to know when he's going to do that, except for when he's just further away from you. Ah, come on. Ah. Most of it boils down to just being in overdrive and shooting busters and using the ground shock move. I forgot the name of it, but overdrive down B or whatever you use for your saber. I'm not really concentrating. Yeah. Let's say, I mean, I don't know if anyone's getting bored yet. So I want to know when should I stop and move on to the rest of my second playthrough, so I can not be boring. There's a combo I like to pull off on him, but I can only do it if I just happen to be over him when he's doing the buster combo. It's 1, 2, 3, up. It looks cool and it actually does damage, but again, he's only vulnerable when he's doing the buster thing. Plus, I can't get hit, otherwise I'm not overdrive. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. Maybe jump, and jump, 1, 2, 3, up. I don't know if that will count as a combo because the projectile might ruin it. Maybe. It's so satisfying hitting him with that air slash move, though. It really is. Okay, let's just say that I use the sub tank. I pretty much have to win now, unless he lands a Rambu on me, then I might have to use another one. Just because of that. Rest of he's constantly healing himself. Ow. Yeah. It feels like Victor's success is partially luck based. It depends on what attack it feels like using, which is very annoying. Okay, how about this? I started streaming 22 minutes ago. If I reach the 30-minute mark and I haven't killed him yet without using a sub tank, I'll move on to my personal playthrough, so at least it's something different. Because I can always just come back here anyway. If he's healing himself when you're up against the wall, that's the worst, because you don't have any room. And he might do it again, just to trap you. Yeah, that wasn't a good run. That was not a good run. I don't know if I should try using other models in conjunction. I might use HX, but I'd really only have to use a tornado because it's more so. It's like it has both melee and range, but the range is only if you charge it. My mom said I've been paying attention to how much damage I've dealt to him. I'm just trying to keep him away and just hit him a lot. Okay, so what if I switch to HX? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's too fast. He is speed. Ow. Man, I'm listening to myself talk. I'm listening to myself talk and I'm so uncomfortable. Ow. Yeah, I don't know, the quality of the mic bothers me. It might be my fan in the background, but I'm actually a little bored now though. I am yawning, so I'll come back later. Yep. I'll open the window. I'm worried that the fan is making the audio quality worse. I was doing a hard mode playthrough, but I can do that later. Oh wait, no, I didn't really do that. Whoops. Let me go back to the start. Whoops, hold on. Okay. Alright, let's pick that Bento or AL. Oh wait, I gotta change the controls again. Because I just wanted 100% the game, so I have to do another playthrough to get Model X, which is annoying, but whatever. I'd rate this game like a 6.5, like it wasn't terrible. But it also wasn't too fun for me. Mainly because of the forced backtracking. Like, I know it's taking a Metroidvania approach, but I don't think it was handled very well. They made an effort, so I'm not really gonna hold that against Cincy Create. It's not terrible. Like, it can be fun. Different models are fun. Model X could have been more versatile though, because it's only really usable underwater. But yeah, I got bored, so let's just do this next playthrough. Ow, my cheekbones. Ow. Wait, let me go back just to get full health. Originally, I didn't use save assist because I thought it was for casuals, but it's really more so a convenience. Because it helps me not have to repeat things that I don't feel like I need to repeat. And it helps you practice with boss fights and whatnot, so. Now you might be wondering, why am I always dashing around? Well, that's just because I think it looks funny. And it's to keep my hands awake, so I'm always alert and able to dodge. Come on. Ow. Die. Get the cutscene. Move forward. I'll save it over here since I barely played there anyway. Okay, so mission requests. Yeah, find the red dude. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the red dude is over here. Yeah. I just want to speed on this playthrough, since I already know pretty much everything. I've almost 100% the first playthrough. I just need to get all the data discs, really. But as far as I know, I've done all the side missions and everything, all the sub-tanks. The reason I deleted the hard mode save file is because the only sub-tank you get is from this really repetitive quest that is just agonizing. It's literally just a fetch quest that says, go to this area, break some crates, come back. And the worst thing about it is that you have to keep going back and forth between the person you're turning it into. So you have to fast travel to the hub world, talk to that person, get the quest, then go to a save point, accept the quest, then fast travel to that area, break the crate. And you have to go through multiple rooms to get to the crates. You have to go through the rooms, get to the crates, then run all the way back, fast travel back to the base, talk to the person who gave you the quest, turn it in. It's just very repetitive. You have to do it 6 times for the exact same reason, for the exact same purpose. If they make it slightly different, it's between 2 NPCs that are right next to each other. And it's like, oh, we need the energy pack, oh, we need the grenade kit, etc, etc, but it's still making you go to the same area doing the same thing, and it's very boring and repetitive. And they make you do it 6 times, and it took me like an hour to get that one sub-tank. And I didn't even need it, I just did it for the completion. But for that to be the only something you get in hard mode, nah, I'm not doing that again. They really dropped the ball with some of the side quests, definitely. And again, they tried to, like, one, I bet the average player wouldn't know most of these side quests existed without looking at a guide. Because you have to talk to the same NPC multiple times, who often have repeating lines, and then suddenly like, hey, I got a quest for you. Like, there's no indication, there's no marker or anything. You just have to keep mashing the A button until they suddenly say something different, which you wouldn't expect. So they could have made it more obvious. Well, actually just made it obvious, like, hey, this person has a quest for you. Because you can get some neat things from doing the quest, like some ability chips or whatever. But, you know, the game doesn't tell you that. There's always some infuriating design choice in like every Zero game. I don't know if there's someone on NG Create who's like a huge sadist and they just like to make the player suffer. That's my headcanon though. Someone at NG Creates enjoys having these bizarre design decisions that hurt the enjoyment of the game. Like, I feel like if you actually play the games, everyone will know what I'm talking about. Now you have to go basically play hide and seek. I can't log in there yet. Yeah, that's fine. But basically now I have to go play a really dumb game of hide and seek. And that's how I get accepted into this super secret guardian base. Yeah, just play hide and seek and then we give you a plushie and then say, yeah, you're in. Those are pretty ludicrous requirements. But to start the quest I have to go all the way to the left. So I gotta backtrack. There's a lot of backtracking. And it's not like very fun or important backtracking either, so like NC Creates tried, but they did miss some stuff. Because a lot of it gets really long and monotonous, like my personality and voice, because depression. So now I can go all the way back and actually find these people. Yes, hello, I found you, hello. You suck at hide and seek. Be gone. Wait, are they in here too? I think. Yeah, I think one of them is in here. Yeah. I'm just mashing A. Because the dialogue isn't important anyway. And I can read fast. So let's see, I think the next one might be in here. Oh no, this room is actually just completely empty for some reason. It's always empty and I don't. I think the next room after this. Yeah. Didn't have to be human because this guy is a coward. And he thinks I'm a maverick if I have armor on, so fine, whatever. Blah blah blah. Run over here. You see where I'm getting at? This is getting a little tedious, but it's okay. It's the start. You know, games are often tedious at the start, but it starts to show more and more as you play. And I don't hate this game or anything, but again, it's just not very fun to backtrack since there's nothing. I think one of the appealing things about backtracking in Metroid games, at least, is that there's something new to look forward to, or you have a new ability that can unlock new areas now. There's no such thing in this game. Like, No, no, I'm thinking about it, and like, no. Like, you get a new model, it makes it easier to navigate some areas, but it doesn't unlock anything new, except for like breaking some blocks with the model FX. Yeah, but you only do that. You only need to do like a couple times though. And then now I have to backtrack again because they didn't make this one the one we can teleport to. There is a teleporter room in the city, but you need HX to get up to the area where you need to turn off the water because apparently it was underneath a flooded room. Like, it's underneath the fountain, which makes no sense to me. How does that even still function? It was drenched. That entire room should have been drenched in water, but I don't know. So, yeah, annoying thing is that some save points are like teleporters, right? You can fast travel to and fro. And others are just there to save your progress. You can't teleport to them. So that makes you really question what's the point. So now we dead. Is there another day to do this down here? I mean, they aren't as important. Well, they aren't really important in this playthrough since it's my second one. I'm not necessarily going to 100% it. Oh no, it's glitchy. Wait, hold up. Hold up, it's glitching. It's glitching? I'm watching this. I'm watching it. No, it looks fine to me. Yeah, it still sounds okay. I still wish my audio was better. But this is what I can work with. Well, yeah, Jiro just got naded on. Like, absolutely naded on. So now we have to tell him like Soldier Boy. Oh no, don't kill me. Don't. That would be embarrassing. No! Wow. I'm so bad at this game, I can't believe it. Okay, so I'm still listening to my audio, so I was listening to it while I'm playing, and apparently that's also being echoed right now, so I need to turn that off. I'm just trying to see how my audio is. Okay, now it's paused. I'm gonna turn my fan down to see if that helps the audio. And now I'm actually going to concentrate because this should not be hard. This should not be hard. He's the first real boss. I should not be struggling. This isn't even on hard mode either. I didn't have a problem with him on actual hard mode either. I'm just being stupid. Garage, finally. Alright, we got Soldier Boy on, so yeah. Just black for everything, really. Just why not? And then I'll go back to the save point. Although to be honest, the whole point of this room is to see like how far I can get to kill Omega. And it is getting late, so I guess I might stream tomorrow though. But thanks for everyone for watching. I'll probably stream tomorrow then. I'm gonna go